Welcome back. If y'all don't know, I ride with two national teams. I ride with the NTS threes normally, and that's the ones I used to ride with a lot when we was doing the ladder races. But ladder won't let me race with another thing. But I ride with them sometimes on team time trials, especially when some of the U.S. guys can race. They race early in the afternoon, and if I can make them, I try to. But I do ride the team time trials a lot with the Z Suns R's. I ride with them a lot. And if I can ride on Tuesday, I would, but I'm usually out of town on Tuesday. You know, if a lot of y'all know I'm a truck driver. So I'm usually out of town on those days. I'm not out much, but things are slowly changing for me. So I may not be out there as much anymore. So I have a different schedule. But when I do get a chance, I do these team time trials on Thursday nights. And this is where we get together as a team. And you'll see me, if you look on the video, you're going to see me with my Apple Air Maxes on because we're talking to each other as we race. This is fun race. But one of the reasons I'm putting it up because a lot of people talk about the races and drafting and stuff. And at one point in this race, I do hit 1,100 in the draft. I was just shy of 1,100 on the draft coming down. And I wanted to show that. Plus, I know a lot of people haven't seen team time trials. So I put this up there. Now, with that being said, I want to say, hey, to anybody who likes my content, hey, leave me a like and subscribe. I'm up like 280 to 281 subscribers. Hey, I'm looking for y'all to give me some more subscribers. I'm trying to get the 300 for the month over. I'm trying to get the 500 for the year is over. So if y'all can give me 300, we can work on 400 next month. But hey, if you like anything I do, you like any of my content, you like any of my intros, I work hard at that. I try to make it exciting. I'm trying to make it more of a kind of a show. I know this video has been a little bit longer than normal, so I'm good ready to get into the video. And also, like I said, if you want to leave comments, I do love the comments. I love the comments that say, "Hey, good job." I love the comments that say, "Hey, you need to try this." I love all the comments. And as you see, I try to respond. They're really in-depth comments. I try to take my time and respond to them rightly for you. So if you like anything I do, hey, leave a comment, leave a like, and subscribe. With that being said, let's get off. And we're off. And as we take off, this is not about being race. This is a race, but it's more of a team race. We all on time trial bikes. I think I did a race a couple of weeks ago where this might have been the race. The next morning I got up and I thought I was still on my team trial bike because I didn't see my glowing wheels. But I think the game actually switched me out. So what I did now is my team trial bike is yellow. So if I get up the next morning and I don't see the glowing wheels, I forget to change. At least I know if I'm on the yellow bike, I'm not on a team trial bike. And the other thing is, I tried to go do a warm up, I think, on this race, and I had the team trial bike on, and the game asked me, do I want to stay on that when I was driving with the robot? So I do think, like somebody said, the game does do that. Now, what you'll see with me on here is I get out in front and pull the team. I don't pull along. And the reason for that is when I ride with the team, I ride with Beagle. And it's fun riding with that's the team, and they're mostly D's. When you do the team time trials, I don't know exactly how to, I think you can have like 4 or 5 D's and 3 C's. And I'm considered a CD because anything else I'll ride and see. But when I ride the team time trials, because I may ride Saturday morning or Friday morning, because these are ran Thursday night, and a lot of times I like to ride Friday mornings because if I'm off or something, what I'll do is run this one that night because it gives me a chance to kind of relax. If you understand what I'm saying, and it gets me warm back up. Usually it's about 2 days, maybe 3 days since I've rode, so this gives me a chance to get my legs back fresh and I feel better. So what I'll do is get up and run this. As you can see, we're coming around on this race pretty good. I enjoy these. They give, like I say, they give me a chance to relax. And like I get out front and pull. And the way I keep up with my team is I look at the sauce. And you see my speed. If I see everybody else slowing down below what I am, I slow down a little bit so that I'm not pulling nobody's out of their comfort zone. Because I know I'm riding with D's and I'm officially really a C. But like I said, I do this because it's just for the fun, the camaraderie. If you see my headset on, you can see I have my headset on my head. I'm actually talking now. My mouth moving a lot more than normal because I'm chewing gum. And like I say, you can see my heart rate. I'm not really pushing myself. I'm at like 135 beats per minute. The only time my heart rate goes up is like we got to climb in the middle of this race. And on the other side is where the draft come in. That's the only time I really push myself. I'm not really trying to push myself all that hard because, like I say, this is about team riding. And the other thing is, I kind of want to not, I kind of want to relax And now I've ran with Sirius. They have another team that's more C's and B's. And with that race, I would be pushing the whole time. And I kind of coming back off a couple of days rest, I really don't want to push myself that hard. I kind of want to relax back in. I know Friday and then Saturday, and then most of the time I take off Sunday and then Monday I'm back at it. So what I try to do with that is try to relax right here. Now, like I said, I run about 4 days a week, sometimes 5, and with a couple of changes coming up soon in the future for me, I may be able to run a lot more. Now, what's going to happen is, if things go right, is that I won't be able to run the Thursday night time trials and the other time trials, the other race on Tuesday night, because what's going to happen, things going to change for me a little bit. But I'm excited about it. I really am. So as you can see, we're riding with this. Now I'm gonna let you know this is out. This came out Wednesday morning. So for anybody watching this, y'all get to see this. This is kind of feeling. I may put these out if y'all like watching these. Leave comments. Hey, like I said, I wanted to show people what this looks like. And as we come around here, the game, what happened was I couldn't understand why I'm gonna tell you what was going on, why that happened. Because I kept looking at my heart rate and it kept showing 130, but if you look over there on the blue, it's showing 137. I kept wondering why it was off my Apple Watch, my Ultra Apple Watch. I wear Apple Watch Ultra, and it kept showing 137. It matches whatever my heart monitor. I have a Polar heart monitor. My Apple Watch and my Polar heart monitor run the same. Whatever it's saying on here, that's usually what my Apple Watch is saying my heart rate is. But you see over there, and what had happened, somehow I had hit the button and knocked it on average. I remember I found that out the next day and fixed it. But right now, that's why you saw the thing go blank. I was like, what's going on? Why is it doing that? So that's the only thing that happened, y'all. That it wasn't. But as we get to the top of the hill, what you'll see is I'm out front. And what happened on races like this, where I'm get way out in front because I'm climbing, I don't want to stop climbing. And so I just get to the top. And if I get too far ahead of some of a couple, what we'll do is get to the top and stop. So if anybody wants to do team time trials and they on a team, hey, these are great as camaraderie rides. They give you a chance to ride with the group. You get to know people. For the most part, I ride with most of the same guys over and over. And so it becomes fun. You kind of get to understand how everybody else rides. So like I say, I get to the top, and what I do is at a certain point up here at the top, I'll slow down and let them walk me back down, and so we can go down as a group. Because I think with these races, you want to finish the top 4 count towards what your team scores on these races. So, like I said, if you've been wondering about joining a team and you've been seeing things on Tuesday, or you see the Thursday, especially Thursday, you see the look out where it has team time trials, and you've been wanting to do that, the Z Suns is a great team to join. They work with you. They're not out about showing off on you, getting crazy. They really are a nice team to ride with. I'm gonna let you know that. So as we come over this, as we get to the top, you're gonna notice that I kind of back off on the pedals and I kind of let my team catch up to me. I look at the speeds and I see where I'm at. I look at the distance on there. I'm at 11.2 and they was at 11.1. I hit 11.3 and we all hit it about the same time. When those numbers clip like that, it lets me know that they're caught up to me. Now, so all I'm doing now is just speeding up a little bit so they don't leave me when they come past me, so I can just ride with them. And as we go, we're going over this hill here. And I think it's the first one, which y'all gonna really trip out at this, but we were going down this hill and you can see my draft. People see my draft numbers, my draft wattage. And you're gonna trip out at this. This really, I'm gonna tell you why I'm one reason I posted this, because I surprised myself. I really did. We got over this hill, and I've seen me get draft numbers of 4, 5, 600. But man, when we went over this hill on here, it really surprised me. We get to going down here, and I get in line, and I ride him back when we go down hill because I know that I come in front of them. So I ride him back, and as we come over that first hump right there, you see it on the map. I kind of cool down, I slow down so that I don't do no pedaling all the way down mostly, and I let them get right there in front of me. And I had to do a little bit, and then I could come back down, and I let them come back past me. And look at the numbers as they come back past me. Look at my draft numbers. And man, I was like, whoa.
Here I come. Oh,
it hit 11, it almost hit 1100. Man, you just don't know. I was really surprised. I was like, wow. And they heard me say that, and they're like, "What happened?" I'm like, "Man, I almost hit 1100 on the drive." They're like, "What?" And it was just like one of them things, man, where I was just, I, I was excited. You don't see that much, and I know a lot of people in the game ain't gonna see that. A lot of people won't ever see that, but you get how the game does accurately put my weight in here. That's how much energy I would be saving if I was trying to put that speed up. If I'm correct, if I'm wrong, somebody correct me, please. But what I've understood about the draft is the number you save, like right here, 140, to stay at the speed of that right there that we're going on this terrain, that's how many watts I would have to put off if I was by myself. You add that into what ups up there on the screen. Instead of putting out 300, I would have been putting out 400 some watts to stay at this speed by myself. So that's one way I look at the draft, and it measures how much I'm saving on this ride. So as we come back around, see, this thing is not about an individual race. This is about the more y'all are in line, the more we are in line like we are right here, the more draft you save. Now we're going up a slight hill right here, and I'm not trying to get in front. What I try to do is ride somewhat towards the back, and if a gap is opened up between us riders, I get in front to give a draft to the back rider. Plus, you see how we're in line? This is how you really want to ride this whole race, like this, in line. And you can see the draft numbers, and this is how you really. But hey, it's a race, and we're not a professional team. We're just a couple of people trying to ride and have fun. So you can see we get back kind of in line. We try to stay in line, and the game will kind of push in. What you do, you turn off the Swift play, and because it messes with the game kind of. So when you turn your Swift play off, the game kind of push you back in line. So I never cut it on when I do the team time trials. It's more or less, hey, let's just get through this thing. And you can see I am enjoying what I'm doing. I'm enjoying the ride. I'm enjoying how far we're going. Hey, this is a video. I'm gonna put on different kind of music for this. This is gonna probably be more of breaking copyrights music. He has a great playlist, and I'm gonna probably play more of his playlist on here. It's a great playlist, and this is a great race to watch in the background if you're doing some and you want to. I'd work on. I'm gonna tell you what. I watch a lot of people races while I'm working, while I'm editing my videos, and I just have them up in the back running because I put a like on their videos, which I do like everything I see that I'm watching when it comes to Swift and anybody racing on here because I know those count and moving up in the algorithm. So I hit the like and I watch as much of the videos as I can while I'm editing. And they do something that way I can look up and see what's going on. If not, I just keep editing my videos. And I enjoy doing that. So like I say, these likes as creators that we're doing this, we appreciate the likes. They let us know people really like our content. And that's greatly appreciated. You just don't understand sometimes. Just to have somebody like your videos when you're trying to race like this or you put stuff together, um, it shows that people appreciate what you're doing. Now, we're not doing this just for people to give us likes, but the appreciation is greatly received when we get the likes. So, like I said, and I normally don't put these. I've recorded probably about 10 of these things, 15 of these things. This is going to be the first one I actually put out. And the only reason, like I said, the only reason I'm putting them out because of the watts that I had go on in the race. But for the most part, I do these races, man, and I just kind of just keep them to myself. I'll delete them after a while on my computer, or I just put them away. But it's not something that I'll put out there a lot. And so we're coming back around this second try, and I'm also doing. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm also promoting my team, man. The Z Suns, they're a great team. NTS threes are a great team. Especially if you're over in Eastern, if you're in European, over in the UE, UA, hey, whatever it is, I'm sorry. Hey, think I'm dumb American. I don't know everything. So so if you hear me up there, man, like I said, I'm gonna have a decent soundtrack. I'm gonna have it up a little bit higher than normal so people enjoy it. Um, like I said, this is more been playing in the background. This is for people who've never seen a team time trial. Like I said, I would never normally put it. It's like my 100-mile rides. When I do my 100-mile rides, you'll never see those up there. Because to put a 100-mile ride out, man, I would literally talk the first 10 minutes of it, and the rest of that ride will be empty space until the end because no way I'm gonna talk for 4 hours and even I sped it up at 8 times the speed. That thing will still be 45 minutes long. So I'm not gonna do that. It'd be so fast that it wouldn't even make no sense to ride it, watch it. So I'll never probably ever put out 100 miles. If I do ever start a Patreon, or something like that. If I ever got to 1,000 subscribers, I'd probably start my Patreon and I'll put those kind of videos there. But my Mac only has a gig of room, and man, I got about me a couple of external drives to keep up with a lot of stuff. I have over like 250 videos out right now. And I erased a lot of them off my Mac when I upload them because I just can't go. I just can't keep up with all of them. Also, if you looking for a team, man, the Z Sun, like I said, the Z Suns are a team that really do have fun. They try to work with you. Like I say, I'll call them up. I mean, I'll get on the Discord at like, oh man, I get on the Facebook group at roughly Facebook messages. Like, I don't know if I can run the ride till about Thursday afternoon, and these are run at 7:30 Thursday night, and I'll get on there roughly around noontime, and I'll say rich man and Richmond man, and I go, hey, look, if you got room on Beetle, can I get a ride? Can I ride on that team tonight at 7:30? And the only reason I do it that late in the day is because I don't know if I'm gonna be stuck somewhere. I'm not gonna be able to make it home. I hate to ask them to put me on the team, and then it ends something happening. I end up not being able to make it home, and I feel like I let the team down. And I took somebody's spot that would have a spot, so I do it later in the day in Richmond. If Richard, if you're seeing this, that's why I do that. But they really accommodate me, man. They really do allow me to come on in there and ride. And I like them because they really stuck up for me when things were going kind of off the tracks for a moment, and then the game fixed everything. And hey, Swift, man, thank y'all for whatever y'all did to fix everything. Also, I'm gonna let y'all know I'm thinking about buying a Swift ride. I will. The reason for that because I'm not gonna ride outside. I do too much stuff here at my house at my local homestead. I'm working on the videos are hard. I'm trying to. It's a weird thing. Anyway, I do too much stuff at home for me to actually get out there and do other things. I'm not gonna ride on the street. I'm just not. I'm just serious. I'm not gonna ride outside on the street. I don't have no desire for that. My workout time is about 3:30 to 4, 3 to 4, 3 o'clock in the morning, and about 8 to 9 o'clock in the morning. Those are the times. If I don't work out in those periods, I usually won't work out the rest of the day. So that's when I do work out, and I do that at least 4 times a week, sometimes 5 to 6. But that's the only time I work out. If I don't get to work out at them times in the morning, I will not work out. I don't have enough time in the day for me to do that. And so for me to do anything outside of that, it's just hard. And so I'm gonna end up giving me I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get a Swift ride. And yes, I think the weight limit on that is like 265, 275 pounds. I'm still 375 pounds, 380 pounds in there. But as long as I'm not standing up, I'm pretty sure I should be cool. I did go to Trek and I did ride one of their bikes with a Neo trainer, and they top out at like 280 pounds. But for me to buy a bike and that trainer would end up being about $1,500 to $1,700. And if I buy the Swift Play, you're talking roughly $1,200, maybe $1,300. And for me to buy a bike, I'm not gonna put outside. I just feel like that's a waste of time. And for me to buy the Neo trainer, that thing runs about $3,000, $4,000. And I already have a Hydro Soul treadmill TT8, and I got a couple of Soul bikes with the pedals on them. I'm not gonna spend that kind of money on a bike that I'm not gonna ride outside. It will look nice in here, but I'm not gonna spend it. So I would take the risk and buy one of those. And since I'm not really standing up on it, when I was in Trek and they let me use their trainer there, the one thing I had going on with that is you could hear it when I switch gears. Because anytime I put power in, because the thing with a trainer, basically what I'm doing is riding a dirt bike while everybody else ride tennis speeds. That's the only way I can put it, because I've ridden trainers, and the only difference, because my power wattage is the same. It's only that when we go downhill like we're doing here, watch here, you're gonna see the numbers go through the roof again. And I was just like, man.
Oh my God!
And so you see I get out in front now. The difference between me riding a trainer and the way I ride with the power meter pedals is that on a trainer right here, when I try to put the power in, it will be like 100 watts because I'm going downhill, and it would adjust for that. in erg mode, when I ride a trainer, when we put it in erg mode, my numbers went back to normal, like I normally ride with power meter pedals, because it wasn't reading the terrain. It was just one constant feel, and that's kind of what it is. It's like I'm riding a dirt bike, and the only way if you ever ride a dirt bike, the only way you can measure out your power, you have to put the power in. Whatever power you take out is how hard you pedaling, and when you're not pedaling that hard, that's it. I don't have the gears. So for me, I'm only one gear. Now, when we got on the trainer, in order to just get me to do right, we would put it in the hardest gear. And they were like, man, you in the hardest gear, but I was putting out the wattage because I had the constant feedback like I get off my train, off the pedals, because my tension is set hard. Now, my wife has tried to ride the bike after I've gotten off and be like, oh my God, I can stand up on the pedal because it's so tight. But you got to remember, I'm constantly pushing. So it's like walking around, imagine walking around with a 50-pound vest on all time. For lighter guys, a 100-pound vest on. That's what it is like for me to pedal on these things. I'm just constantly under strain. But because of my size and because of my weight, it's not as hard for me to do. So that's what's going on with me a lot of times when people see me ride. I want to go ahead and say thank y'all for watching my videos, man. Thank y'all for subscribing to me. I know this is normally out of my realm of what I put up. I mostly talked about myself. Let get y'all a little bit more information on me. Thank y'all for subscribing. Like, subscribe, hit the notification so you see when I put out new things, man. Thank y'all for that. I want to also say, if y'all don't see me no more this week, if y'all don't get to watch them on my videos, ride on.